Hello my friends, Zueljin here with 15 things you may have not known in Satisfactory. So if you've got storage containers and you'd like to be able to label them, the easiest way to do this is just to hook a conveyor belt to them and set it down right away. You'll see that the items slide out just a little bit. You can even delete the conveyor pole and you can see that there's plates. It also works like a dispenser. You can attach conveyor splitters or conveyor mergers to existing belts, even in mid-air, and feed them into anything that you like without the proper support, and work the mergers just the same. There's a couple of ways of pillaring up in the game. You can use the 8M by 2M foundations, kind of angle it at the corner, point toward the middle, and click at the summit of your jump. And you can see that it highlights blue for just a second. If you're quick enough, you can actually place a foundation and land right on top of it and go up as high as you like. You can also use the 8M by 2M ramps, which are a little bit cheaper, and you have to kind of wiggle it around, but when you move it around, you can get right at the center, and it just helps to turn just a little bit. And when you're at the summit of your jump, it feels a little bit easier than the other pillaring method, and it's a little bit cheaper per foundation. The 8M by 2M ramp costs 4, whereas the 8M by 2M foundation costs 6. Additionally, vertical movement can be achieved easier with conveyor pole stackables that also contain a ladder right on the side of them and can be stacked infinitely high. You can also stand right on top of them once you get to the top. You can move every item of a particular type by holding control and dragging it from your inventory into storage, or storage into your inventory. While conveyor belts are used to move players and items, if you drop items on the conveyor belts, you can see that they don't move. They also don't move tractors or trucks. Resource nodes are infinite, whether they're impure or pure. Once a miner is placed on these things, they can infinitely mine and never run out of resources. Some nodes do, however, have a limited node placed on top of the regular node that you can chisel through and remove. These, however, block the placement of typical miners and have to be removed before placing them. Everything in the game requires some sort of support to initially build it, but once you build the support, you can remove it afterwards. And everything that is already built will stay built from that point on, including things like conveyor belts where you can pull away the poles that they were on for freestanding objects, or foundations that you can stack and remove all the support, leaving the free-floating foundations. All accessible inventories have a trash button, so you can drag items from the inventory onto the trash and dispose of them, instead of leaving them all over the place. Dropped and deconstructed items never despawn, so you can throw these things on the ground or deconstruct items in their inventories if an excess will just continue to stay wherever they were deconstructed as long as you like. Vehicles like tractors can take damage. You have a health bar in the lower left corner of the screen, and you can crash and die. Alternatively, if you drive off the edge, you can avoid dying and impact just by exiting right before the vehicle lands. And you can see that I did fall over, but I got right back up and my vehicle landed safe and sound. And you can see that it didn't take any damage. You can also fix your vehicle by deconstructing it and reconstructing it. Hogs can be avoided just by jumping straight up in the air and using the Xeno Zapper straight down. Vines on cliff sides like this are both harvestable and climbable. The chisel sound effect happens to mock the beat of We Will Rock You. We will rock you. Your hub is deconstructible and movable. All of the stuff that goes into your personal storage will be taken into account, added to your inventory, and you can move them wherever you like. The hub will be craftable again under your Special tab in your FICSIT Builder tool. And finally, since there's no mechanic for survival in the game, if you hit escape and go to your menu, you'll see that the game continues to run. Saving right before you go to bed and letting your game run all night will continue to amass resources while you sleep. Then when you wake up bright and early, your storage will be full and you'll be able to craft to your heart's content. Is there anything that I missed or something that you'd like to share? Let me know in the comments or chat with me live on twitch.tv/Zueljin Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday when I go live at noon Central. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.